Hello friends, hope you all will be doing good. As part of Dutch driving theory and practical, I came up with a series of new videos about Dutch traffic signs and rules. So let's start our first video. This video is going to explain you about speed restrictions signs. If you see this kind of signboard with some speed limit mentioned over it, it is circular and there is a red boundary around it. It means that is a must speed limit. So you cannot exceed that speed limit. And if you exceed that speed limit, you will have to pay a hefty fine. And if you see this speed limit signboard with three black lines coming like that, it means that this is the end of speed limit. So after this sign, you don't need to follow that speed limit unless and until there is another signboard with some other instructions. So this is the end of speed limit sign. And if you see this signboard, and you can see this is the electronic and digital signboard. So these signboards are usually placed on the roads where they want to control the traffic in a real time. So the only difference between these signboards and these signboards is these are hard signboards and fixed signboards where the speed limits cannot be changed, but on digital signboards, speed limits can be changed according to the traffic condition prevalent at that time or in a real time. So this is speed limit on electronic display panel. And if you see this square shaped speed limit signboard with blue background, it is a same kind of signboard which have the same speed limit as I explained you before, but the only difference between these two is that was a must follow speed limit, but this is the recommended speed limit. So what is the difference between the recommended speed limit and must follow speed limit is for the recommended speed limit, you can exceed the speed limit and you will not be fined. But remember, recommended speed limits are always given for your safety. So you should follow that speed limit. And obviously, if there is a red line over a blue background signboard which is explaining speed limit, it means this is the end of recommended speed limit. Now you can move or travel faster than the 50 kilometers per hour unless and until you find any other signboard with some other instructions. Now comes the priority signboards. This is the priority signboard. If you find this signboard on the roadside, it means you are traveling on the road with priority. You don't need to give right of way to other traffic or drivers coming from the right side. So what does that mean? It means that every driver who is approaching from the roads towards the main road or priority road will stop for you. But remember, if you are traveling in a built up area and there is a zebra crossing on that, even if you are traveling on the priority road, you will have to give way to pedestrians crossing the zebra crossing. And obviously, if there are three lines, black lines coming like that, or placed on this signboard like this, it means this is the end of priority road. No, after this sign, no, you don't have priority over the drivers coming from the right side. No, you will have to give right of way to every driver who is approaching from the right side. And if you see this triangular signboard pointing upwards, these signboards are known as warning signboards. And you can see there is a thick line going upside and minor road is crossing that thick line. So normally this thick line is mentioning your road on which you are traveling. It means that you are traveling on a priority road, and everybody, every driver who is coming from the right side will have to give right of way to you. So this is crossroads with priority signboard. So this signboard is also similar to this signboard. This is a warning signboard. You are traveling on this side on the priority road, and any traffic or driver who is coming from the left side will have to give right of way to you. So this is road junction with priority over minor road from the left. This is a warning signboard. Your road is this. You are traveling on this road, and if any driver is coming from the right side will have to give right of way to you because you have the priority. Now this signboard is very important to remind in your mind, and don't get confused this signboard with these ones, because this signboard is entirely different from these signboards. Why this is different? Because you can see the this triangle is pointing downwards, and whenever you find this triangular signboard on the signboard, or this kind of marking is painted on the road itself, it means that you are approaching a priority road ahead, or you are approaching a main road ahead, and you will have to stop and give right of way to traffic who is coming or passing on a main road ahead. But at the same time, you can also see this kind of signboard with red background and stop written over it in a white color. So this signboard is also the indication that you are approaching a main road ahead, and you will have to give priority to traffic on main road ahead. But then what is the difference between this signboard and this signboard? So I'm going to explain you that. If you see this signboard, you mean that you have to give priority to the traffic on the main road ahead. But if there is no traffic passing on the main road ahead, you don't need to stop. You can go and pass. But if you see this signboard on that road where you are approaching a main road ahead, but if you don't see, even if you don't see any traffic on the main road, you must have to stop even them, because this is a must stop signboard. You will stop for a while, you will see, look and on the right and left, and then you can pass. But it does not mean that if there is no traffic on the main road, you can pass without stopping. In that case, even there is no traffic on the road, you will have to stop for a while and then you can move forward. So, I hope this first video on Dutch traffic signs and rules was informative for you. But at this moment, I would like to say you all goodbye till my second video on Dutch traffic signs and rules. Thank you very much.